national pride.
Patriotic confidence.
I feel very proud.
People aren't feeling very enthusiastic about being British.
Being British.
Being British.
How important is the British question?
Looking at what Britishness is actually something that we need to talk about.
About 40% of people actually are feeling excited and are more likely to do to support certain brands or to take a more positive look on what a vibrant local community looks like. There's a number of positive things that come out of it, and it's real.
Although British people tend to be pessimists, perhaps because of the weather, on the whole, we have an awful lot to celebrate, and I think actually when you drill down, most people do really think that.
I think it's going to be the best summer we've had ever, and it's going to be exciting. I think it's fostered a lot of great community spirit. I think we saw from the Jubilee street parties that people are getting out and reconnecting with their neighbours and finding commonalities and things they can do together. And I think the more that we can connect communities together, the better the country will be. So it's great to start that process, and hopefully people watching the Olympics and maybe watching it in the garage like we did when I was a kid will be a great thing that will bring people more together again.
Yes, you have the Olympics and you have monarchy, but you have lots of other related issues that spin off from it. So there is this sense of British bubble playing in lots of different ways.
So the idea of the moving images and stills, again video, it's extremely good at conveying emotions. That's why, for us, the company we do, Video Communications, we obviously work with a lot of PR companies, organisations, and they're talking about the little words. But words are not just enough these days. People are now looking for a lot more interactive visual media to get your message across.
People's media habits have changed dramatically in the run-up to these wonderful summer events.
And this is a lot different in terms of what's out there in terms of the media. You have so many more channels, and within a channel you have so many channels. So people can make quicker decisions, but it may not always be the right ones.
The media is really important when it comes to talking about how people feel, but I think the media also directs those people's feelings.
There's a lot of interest into, what the impact the Olympics are going to have on the media and how people consume news, and also how their perceptions might change in terms of brands and their perceptions of Britishness.
The topics that people are interested in and warming to, in terms of leaving the recession issues behind or having strong feelings about the way brands maybe try and capitalise on such events, is shaping therefore their hunger and interest in things they want to engage with.
A clear role then emerges for strong brands. Now, it would be an overstatement to say that strong brands are taking the place of strong leadership in the country, but people are gravitating, orienting towards those strong brands. They're seen to embody all sorts of medley of different sorts of attributes. Trustworthy, enriching, ethical comes up, obviously profitable comes out, all sorts of things. There is no one defining thing that says that's a strong brand. It's a collection of different attributes that comes through. The Olympics will instill a lot of that pride and feel-good factor. Whether that translates to much, much better things for the economy remains to be seen.
I got a much better understanding of how people feel about living in Britain, how that impacts their behaviour and what coping behaviours they're having, and how that kind of, in my mind, what we need to do, how we can then translate that into our strategies.
It's not just about Britishness, it's about their community, it's about identity, it's about a whole range of things. And that's good, because if that confidence translates in them spending a bit more money and doing stuff, you actually start to get growth.